I post some pictures on Facebook, okay, with these churches, good attended churches. They came down and they had clothing, and their clothing was where? On the floor, on the ground, as if, you know what I mean, they just took it and threw it on the ground, and people was like running to get these clothes. But then it's like, okay, they put the clothes on the ground, okay, they get infested, right? So what they do, they take the clothes and they bring them where? To the SRO. You know what I mean? Or they bring anything that and they bring them in there. And that's where the bed bugs come in at. You know what I mean? That's where the roaches come in at. You know what I mean? You know, that's where everything. So how can we, as a collective-minded group, think, not today, but am I wrong for feeling this way? Because I'm walking down the street. Now you can't even walk on the sidewalk anymore. You got to walk on the street. And then when you're walking on the street, you're walking in trash. You know, when you're walking on the sidewalk, you're walking in trash. You know, and it always stems from the night before. So, Michelle, and then Big Mom, and then Don, and then everybody, really. No, you had your hand up. I'm going to get to you. Go ahead, baby girl.
Well, thank you for giving me a chance to get thank you to all of you and everyone. Well, you know, General Jeff had a program called Feed and Clean, so that, you know, when people do come with good intentions, organizations, churches, you know, that from their heart they think that they're helping the people. I think it's enabling.
It is enabling.
Yeah, I mean, I think because, you know, we as Christians take the living water and we hunger and thirst after righteousness. I've been trying to fast and pray more, you know, because of where I am with the Lord. I can't speak for anyone else. It's helping me get to a point we learn, you know, to feed off the living waters, the Word, because, you know, a lot of this food has been sacrificed to the idols. And what happens is when you have the principalities and high places that want to keep these people cursed, okay, they know they put blood in this food. A lot of it's not even food. And we get hooked on the lust of the flesh, myself included. But since I'm aware, see, I have to try to have all organic. LA Can is trying to bring an organic market here so that these people do not have to, you know, stay in the lust of the flesh with artificial colors. Red 40 is pig's blood. You know, kosher people need to eat that because it gives sanctuary to curses, because there are principalities cursing these people. That's why they're here. You understand? If it wasn't for God, I'd be putting the quote-unquote trash down here. So, Lord, you know, revealed to me, you know, the drugs, not just artificial colors and the flavors. White sugar is a drug. It's called excitotoxins, because you have the principalities now. They everywhere trying to keep the body temple unclean, and the Holy Spirit will not inhabit an unclean temple. Of course, in the mind, spirit, and body, cleanliness, but also the blood. The original Essenes had to keep the blood clean. They were vegetarians. I was a vegetarian vegan for 8 years. That's how the Lord ministered to me. All I can do is bear witness to what the Lord told me about these end times, about keeping your body as a living sacrifice. So that's it, number one. We need to try to stop having this devil's food. A lot of these foods, like I said, have been tainted with pig's blood. I think they put human flesh in a lot of these foods. It's not organic. If you can get fresh, raw fruit and vegetables, whole grains. And then we would just finish right now. But about this situation, because we can get this. LA Can is bringing in fresh organics.
Okay.
At cost, so you don't have to pay even Whole Foods, which is it's quality, but it's a higher price. They don't even profit. They just bring it straight wholesale to the public, because nobody want to come on Skid Row. Okay, so these foods are, from what I can discern, not genetically engineered, because that also is a part of the mark of the beast. But for those still bringing the food, if they don't bring it to the missions, have them feed and clean. And then these people need ministry to cast out the demons, you know, so that they can reestablish who they are in the Lord. Everybody has been given talent, so we're not put in the trash. I was put in the trash by hypocrites. Everybody's falling short of the glory. I give thanks for God's grace and mercy. I'm trying to come up and use my gifts and talents, and that's what I love about Bobby, because he takes action. You know what I'm saying? Dimitri is so anointed every time I go to church.
Lady Dee Dee!
I'm sorry, forgive me, because they after me too. They after me too. Lord knows, if it wasn't for God's grace, I wouldn't be able to walk out this morning. I'm supposed to get out early, forgive me, Lord. But I'm saying, I just supposed to get out, forgive me.
Yeah, but right down.
Keep the entrusted with their gifts and talents, that they have forgotten what their purpose is. It's not just to eat. Because if I start eating, Lord knows, I'll forget about getting up early and having to write my poetry, publish my book, going out, talking to people, whatever God is, we have to nourish the spirit sometimes.
Right.
So that's why I would say, just being clean on the physical level, get them to where they can reestablish what their life's
Journey.
the purpose, apart from just the flesh. Because that will deliver them from this curse. Poverty is a curse. And then the police come. See, look, these white people and these Jews, no offense to anybody that might be Jewish or white, but I'm saying the principalities, which is, Cody is good, it's a spiritual thing. It's not just about white, because you got house Negroes too with the principality program. Anything in the street, the Bible says it doesn't bear fruit, the serpent is going to be gathered up and burned. This is a harvest time. So we're trying to get these people out, because like I said, I would be there. I would be there if it wasn't for God's grace and mercy. So I know that when you multiply your talents, you shine your light, okay? God's grace and mercy, but the obedience is better than sacrifice. Because I have people hating on me today, trying to call me trash and negative. But you know what? They've sinned as we all have. And I thank God for His grace and mercy. Another chance to get on up tomorrow. And thank you again for everybody letting me be here. We all got encouraged. I'm trying to walk the walk. It's the hardest thing to walk the walk.
It's a good. Thank you, Michelle, for.
I got you, Lady Dee Dee.
Amen.
Don't edit that.
That's right. Because you know what? See, the Bible does say, and this stays with me. Do unto others as they do want them to do unto you, and that goes in reference to how you go about your actions in a whole overall. Okay, when you go and feed somebody in your own home, you know what I mean? In your own home. Can I help you? Can I help you?
I've been knocking over there like this.
But, okay, when you go and feed somebody, when you go and feed somebody in your own, when you go and feed somebody, how do you feed somebody?
You give them the best.
You give them the best. Okay, it's a mindset. Okay, you got to present yourself in a mindset, or when you go and give somebody, like, we all grew up and we go to our cousin's house. You know what I'm saying? And we get our clothes from my cousin's house. I used to love going to my cousin's house and getting the clothes. You know what I mean? It was a mindset. It's a respect. You know what I mean? You don't sit down and feed somebody, something that that you wouldn't eat yourself.
Exactly.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't want to pick up no clothes off no trash, off the ground. You don't want to do, because the first thing I say is like, wow, did you get your off the ground?
Right.
Did you do that?
That right
You know what I mean? And then, first of all, you're giving us, and with the intentions of the Christian duty, you're looking at people that's been out here on the streets. There's nowhere for us to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? We got to go through heck of hot water just to get to a bathroom. But you're going to give us starchy, high quality, cold food.
Exactly.
That will send us where? Straight to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But and I mean, like, I know this. Do you know this? Don't you know this? Don't you know this? Don't you think others will know this? But see, so people take the Christian way to do things and blow it out of context. You know what I mean? And who suffers? We suffer as a community because they think that we don't know better. Just like these SROs, they're beautiful the buildings, but they're hot boxes, man.
Ooh, right now, yeah.
But you know why they hot box? The thing when they made them, it was only for you to be there temporary.
Right.
It was transition. Get in, get out.
But Mom, let me ask you
The
this.
rooms were made. There's no. You got a window, but you got another building next to you. What they should have did was put in a system to take air in, take air out, like other buildings did. But when they was doing this down here, they was just putting them up.
Okay, and then it's also the same thing I was getting at. Treat others as you want others to be treated. Would you yourself, as an individual person, live in any of those conditions that were basically meant for transition?